Hello my friends, this is Jose from LuoVita. Today I'm going to talk about how to live this life of greatness. So if we want to live this life of greatness, we need to get our heart right? Having this greatness in our life is about more than just ourselves. So true greatness is about serving others and helping. And if we are only concerned about pursuing our own interests, then we will be left, feeling empty sometimes and unsatisfied. But if we are willing to build loving and compassionate relationships in your life, then we begin to cultivate this greatness every day. So greatness, is less about advancing on our own interests, but more about helping the other people around us. And we must learn how to build this lasting relationships and create this life of meaning through the simple habits and strategies in this, So how do we do that? Focusing, for example, on something that's good, on the good. So when we focus on the good, that means we are going to attract positive energy into our life. And this means that we are more able to handle, for example, these difficult situations, because you know that eventually they will turn around, right? And keeping this positive mindset can be tough sometimes, especially if we are in the middle of challenging this. If there are challenges, events or something happening around us. But it's important to remember that the good things in our life will be always more powerful than the bad ones. And there's always something good coming, right? So it's really important to think about something that our past teaches us about greatness. True greatness comes from serving others. Always. The more we help others, the more we will find fulfillment in our own life. And it's this kind of greatness that will last forever and keep us really feeling alive, So we must also be humble. If we think of greatness, it comes with this mind images, and performance but people that are successful, they push themselves harder, and anyone can achieve most that they think about. So being humble means, for example, appreciating the good things in others and showing this genuine interest in them, in other people. In a simple way to do this is by, for example, complimenting someone on their achievements or character or qualities, the best is to do this in front of the person, right? You can also write to the person, and you can call someone, even writing an email, but it's a great idea to help others and yourself succeed. So, for example, try teaching someone something that or helping them find ways to improve their skills. This will make them feel seen more. This will help them feel more appreciated, and this leads also to feelings of humility and you can also practice being humble by trying a new experience, such learning to play something or traveling. So it's important. And if you're in a group, be really a team player. It's a different definition for somebody else. Being a team player differs from people to people, but a true team player is willing to help others and to the team, and when necessary. So they also keep other team members informed, which makes them, it makes a big difference in the success of a project, of a game. So example, if you're working on market research or report that requires a lot of people involved, then it's really important to offer your expertise and be open to your colleagues and to meet these deadlines. It's important to be a team, to play as a team, and this involves also to be patient. So successful people are people who push themselves. And they push themselves harder than anybody else, but don't feel oppressed by this, because Everyone else is different, and to achieve success. But we should define greatness differently. It means greatness is different for everyone. And true greatness comes from serving others, as I said. So if you want to be great, you must learn to serve first. So, and setting your boundaries. And this involves people around you. So practice self-care, for example. You can overcome challenges and make your relationships more meaningful. And I think I said this before, to be persistent also. So when something problematic arises, be persistent. And people that are persistent, they reframe the situation in a way that will, just don't affect their goals. This requires, for example, a mindset that you are committed. And, routines, for example, managing your time and be accountable, to support this persistent. So we must have this strong sense of self-efficacy. And this framework enables us to be creative. I think I made myself comprehensive. So at the end, be grateful also, practice gratitude. And this is one of the most important steps to have this life of greatness. So it's sometimes not really easy to feel grateful, especially when there's something that happens to us and it's challenging. But remember, it's normal to experience both positive and negative emotions. So try not to feel something, if you feel that sometimes things are not working or they rarely work, this negative thinking makes it worse. Instead, try embracing your feelings and finding ways to express, them in some healthy ways. And this gratitude is one of these ways, like having a journal where you are thankful for, you write things down, and doing this every day, 3 or 4 things per day that you are grateful for. You will also find other ways to express your gratitude, this makes us think about gratitude. This is a great way to help us and other people feel appreciated. So be patient with yourself. Putting yourself in situations, that requires patience will train your brain to slow down and relax. So it might be, it takes time, to learn this patience with ourselves, but it's something that's worth practicing. That means we will be less irritable and more calm. And also remember that most things trigger our impatience, and it's not personal. Something is broken, or something, if we go somewhere and the train is crowded or something, it's not our fault. It's just life. So we must let go of this resentments and move forward. So what if true greatness had more to do, for example, with giving back and serving others than it does with winning, for example? It's not winning. Often people are driven by this competitiveness, right? And the desire to achieve greatness. And this can go even to ignorance or arrogance. And it's important to remember that humility is this powerful defense, right? A life of greatness cannot be achieved just by focusing on ourselves. It's impossible. It requires sacrifice and hard work, and it's also important to find joy and things to do, right? Good things. So if we don't, our life sometimes will be like empty and sometimes even meaningless, So build giving back, serving others in everything you do in life. You will find that your life and greatness will feel more fulfilling and rewarding. And this is powerful. So let me know if this helped you. It is powerful. It was powerful for me. It is powerful for me. So, reflect on this. It's important. It's really our life. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe to our newsletter once a week. I send out this these ideas that helps us to get to see things, to create these opportunities. So it's important. Also, don't forget to subscribe and take care of yourself and be great. Until next time, take care.